Hi there, my name is Taro Iwamoto. I am a Feldenkrais practitioner. And in today's video, I will teach you a short movement lesson that will help you get up from the floor more easy and more comfortably. And I highly recommend you watch the entire movement sequence first and then go back and then start practicing. So it'll be easier for you to actually pay attention to your own body and the movement. So with that, let's get started. So for this movement lesson, you're going to be on your hands and knees. Probably a good idea to pad up the floor and so that you can protect your knees. Okay? And once you get on your hands and knees, and make sure your hips are directly over your knees and then the shoulders directly over your wrist. And from there, with the front of your feet flat on the floor, and begin to turn both heels to the right. Turn both heels to the right. And I'd like you to pay attention as you turn your heels to the right and feel the movements. Also, not only the heels, but also your lower legs. And can you feel how the lower legs is also turning and rotating to the right, both of them. There. And also feel the knees and in your thighs and in your pelvis and the hips. They begin to move together. So it's starting from the heels, turning to the right, and then allowing your lower legs, your thighs, your hips and the pelvis, and begin to also turning in the same directions. Like so. Once you practice that part, and then so the movement becomes more fluid and more smooth, and you try going the other ways, turning the heels to the left and paying attention smoothly that you can turn your heels and turn your lower legs and turn your hips and the pelvis in the same directions. And do both, do alternate left and right, left and right. Okay, and the next, I'm going to do only the left side. Turn, turn. Okay, so turn the heel, left heel to the right. And then continue to turn the heel. And can you feel how, if you continue to turn, and your knee will begin to move and lift away from the mat, from the floor. As in a continuation of the movement of the heel. So you continue to turn the heel, and then of course, if you're trying to turn and continue the turning, then at some point, if you want to keep going, then you do have to lift your knee away from the floor. Okay, and then I also watch the foot, left foot, turning, and then you turning so the heel and reaches down to the floor, and then the heel eventually touches, and you are on the inside of your left foot as the knee lifts away, and then you continue to lift so that you are standing your left foot and then back, turning and that. And it's okay that if you have to turn and lift your hand, also you can turn and lift your hand. Right? And you can take a lot more time to practice each sequence of the movement. And you can take a little break. And I highly recommend actually you stop and practice one part of the movement, and then you come back and do it again. So now, continue to do that movement. And notice also, as you're turning further and further, your knee moves away from the floor. And then what do you have to do to continue to turn and move further? You do have to turn your pelvis. And you do also have to turn your trunk. Right? Turn your torso. And notice how your spine is also turning, how your rib cage is turning, and then how your chest is turning. And at that point, you do need to take your hand away from the floor and turn. And then you come up onto the kneeling or the half kneeling positions. Put your hand back down and reverse it. Reverse it, turning. So it's a one continuous smooth turning, beginning from the heel, turning, and then lower leg, and your knee, your thigh, your hip, pelvis, your spine, your rib cage, and your chest, and then your arm. There. Okay, watch here, starting with the heel. Okay, so the reason why I'm showing this movement as a part of getting up from the floor is at some point when you get on your hands and knees, and oftentimes people struggle to do this motion. Okay, for some people, maybe not so hard. For a lot of people, this movement, bringing the foot to stand from all four positions, hands and knees. And if you cannot get on your kneeling positions, half kneeling positions, then it's really difficult for you to stand up, right? So this, as one of the transitional movements, instead of trying to come up this way, you can do turning. And then now you're in a half kneeling position. So as a part of the transition movement, and this is quite helpful if you're having a hard time to move from hands and knee positions to the kneeling positions, half kneeling positions. So you can use this movement lessons to improve that part. And to be able to do that, it's not just the flexibility, it's not just the strength. And it has a lot to do with the coordination of your body. So you can learn to coordinate the whole bodies, and together then you can actually do to transition from one position to another position a lot more smoothly without straining your body. So that's it for this movement lesson. And what did you think? Was it easy? Was it difficult? If it was difficult, what part is specifically difficult? Let me know in the comment section below so that I can maybe create another video to address that specific point that is challenging for you. All right. Well, if you're new to this channel and if you like this video, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to hit the like button also. Thanks for watching. I will see you in next video. Bye-bye.